welcome to this video. In this video, we will go through the 2019 April SAT exam, section 4, question 7. So in this question, it's pretty long, so you may want to pause the video and take a look at this question. And then we can go ahead and explain the problem. And if you have seen this question already, just play along and we will continue to talk about the question. So the main thing about this question is that there is a little expression right here, 800 plus 30x. And it tells you that, the x right here, it tells you is the total number of hours Raymond works over 40 hours. So it's the overtime pay. So x is simply the overtime, the number of hours. So overtime in hours. Okay. And the other thing is that the expression that I highlighted, the 800 plus 30x, it resembles something. Do you know what it is? It resembles this, the mx plus b part. Okay, the b would be the 800 and the m is the 30. So why is this important? Because it tells you that the pay, it's a linear line. The x is the number of hours he works over time. So it is very good strategy that you think about. Let's think about what the pay would be if x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, the pay would be 800. Okay, and if x is equal to 1, then it will be 830. So if you can just think about these two what-if questions, then you can have a great idea what that 800 stands for. Well, the 800 is his, as the question sets over here, is the weekly income if there is no overtime. And if there's overtime, he would get $30 more per hour that he works overtime. So the 800 is clearly the base pay for his weekly salary. So let's look at the choices and see what choice would make sense. Choice A, it sets Raymond's base weekly salary in dollars. Looks pretty good. So let's put a smiley face next to it. But let's hold on to this decision until we read all the other three choices. Choice B, it says Raymond's total overtime pay for the work week in dollars. Now it says total overtime pay, while the 800 does not include the overtime pay because as the x gets bigger, the number gets bigger. So it's not 800, it's going to be more than 800 if there is any overtime pay. So B cannot be the answer. C, the total number of hours in a year that Raymond works in addition to his normal 40-hour work weeks. Well, it sets the expression right here, the 800 plus 30x is the weekly income. So 800 is clearly the money, not the number of hours. And on top of it, we're talking about a weekly income. And why do we talk about 1 year? So that doesn't make any sense at all. So C cannot be the answer. And then D, Raymond's hourly wage in dollars per hour for time worked in addition to his normal 40-hour work week. Now, there are two flaws in this little choice right here. First, I don't think anyone would get paid $30 an hour for overtime if he is receiving $800 per hour. Okay, that's just not the common sense. That's for one. Number two is that, as we said earlier, if you think about the what-if questions earlier, if he does not work any overtime, he's going to work 40 hours, he was going to get paid $800. So D doesn't make any sense at all. That's no way that it's an hourly wage. So then we can say, A is our correct answer. Okay, the other three choices, they are clearly nonsense. Now, the other type of questions that they can also ask is, such as, how much does Raymond gets paid for his overtime per hour? Then you would say, $30. Okay. Now, a more difficult question would be to ask you, how much does he get paid per hour? Okay, because it tells you that it's 40-hour work week, and based on our what if question right here on the right, we will say, oh yeah, if he works 40 hours a week, then he's going to get paid $800. So, well, the hourly wage is going to be $20. Okay, so you simply do $800 over 40 hours. Then just do simple math right here. So you have $20 per hour. Okay, just keep the units because we cannot cancel out the units. So that's how you can get the hourly wage. So although this question is only asking you for the 800, I think students should be very ready to think about all these numbers and the meaning of all these numbers and be able to extract all the other information just in case that the question may ask you something more than the 800.
Do you want some extra credit? If you do, subscribe our channel. I promise you, you will learn a lot more and get extra credit from that. If you have any question, please make sure that you email us at goodacademics@gmail.com. If you have any question in math, science, or education, just send them in and we will do our very best to resolve your problems. And I thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope that you will continue to learn a lot more through our channel. See you soon.